within the game.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the reigning AFC champs and the Raiders coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between our visitors and the Las Vegas Raiders. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason, it's all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
And we are underway in Allegiant Stadium. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
It's been fun to watch his development through the years, and right now what you see is a very confident quarterback who has a strong sense of self, totally understands the offense, and knows how to get the ball to his playmakers on the run.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he powers his way up past the 30. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up
To throw, it's Carr. And this is going to be incomplete. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Jets will take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. It's the Mississippi State product at quarterback. Calling the shots will be Dak Prescott.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane. And
I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. On second down, Eckler. And he's got room. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Throwing, Prescott. This is swung out to Eckler. So nothing doing there, and it's second down. They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
On first down, right back to Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd and 7, Prescott. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Prescott looks to throw on first. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. On 2nd and 10. Prescott over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
Run of the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Prescott. That is caught by Williams. Touchdown, Jets. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Jets are on the board here first in the season opener. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. To throw his Carr. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the return will stop right around the 25. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. On second down, a run home. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Now Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So not only do you not get the first down, but you've also made things a lot more difficult on your field goal kicker.
Yeah, they're still in range, but you're exactly right because you know the kicker's over there saying, thanks a lot, you just made my job a little tougher because when he kicks it now, he'll kick it lower because he's got to get more distance. That means there's more jeopardy for the ball to get tipped or blocked.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Las Vegas's offense back out there ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On second down, Jacobs. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Take him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Carr going to try and throw on third down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line. And these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot, and they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Prescott now. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzama.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He's got a man. Complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
Big yardage that time for the Jets. 41 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Paul on a give up the middle.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The play fake, Prescott.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So now Dak Prescott off, Greg Zuerlein on for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20.
Brought down by Bryce Callahan. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Raiders nothing.
Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
I know we don't have a special scoreboard to show it, but the offense, they've surrendered more sacks than they have points thus far. This defense, they're winning in all phases of the game right now.
So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a 3rd and long after that sack. Looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Jets. Keenan Allen, 59 yards. And the Jets are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll see he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered. He just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Second down, Jacobs once more. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. This throw over the middle taken in by Cole. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
A gain of 6. That's good for a Las Vegas.
Now Carr. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Carr. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up 3rd down.
Carr. And that will be incomplete. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away.
Formation for the Raiders.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 51 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now this offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. That's on the guard, Laken Tomlinson. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Prescott to throw it. A quick throw, but incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Prescott. Caught by Allen. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
So now Dak Prescott off, Greg Zuerlein on for the field goal. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals. but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Eckler.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Prescott. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Give them the completion, no gain, but let's focus in on that tackle. Open field tackling, the hardest thing to do in the game, I believe.
But when you get outside the tackle box, it becomes a numbers game. The defense had more than they could block.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Here's Prescott.
Quick slant complete to Keenan Allen. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit them quick. Little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. 72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From just shy of midfield, Prescott.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
And he's got some space here.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. On the screen, this is Eckler. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott, and his throw is incomplete. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Draw play, it's Eckler. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half.
So now Dak Prescott off, Greg Zuerlein on for the field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And the lead will remain at 23.
And now two problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
Throwing on first down is Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Eckler.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. And this time, they'll just keep this on the ground.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jets. And you can see they've started the season with a focus on the running game. And it served them well in the opener so far. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, the rushing numbers tell a different story. They really couldn't get a whole lot going on the ground. And the evidence? The numbers.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter.
Prescott on first down. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3. At the 29-yard line.
They'll give to Hall. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he'll be brought down right around the 37.
83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. It's Eckler again. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
The tackle by Denzel Perryman. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 39-yard line.
From the 39, Prescott, quick slant, caught by Moore. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw there complete to Allen. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack.
Bilal Nichols in there to take him down. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job, because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
Run of the Jets sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 14.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Here's Prescott. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. Eckler, they run left side. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
Now Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So now Dak Prescott off. Greg Zuerlein on for the field goal.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the 1st half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
A gain of 6.
To throw, it's Carr.
Las Vegas.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Throwing now is Carr. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22, Prescott looking for Allen. He's got him on the slam. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Prescott now.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Looking to throw, Prescott. And the Raiders have got him.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Even the most elusive quarterbacks have those tough days where they can't avoid sacks, and this is one of them. 3rd time he's gone down. He might develop some happy feet now, want to escape the pocket and try and gain more yardage with his legs.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Carr out to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller.
And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Play action. Now it's Carr.
Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
It's a pickup of 6. brings up 2nd and 4.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. The Raiders on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
A gain of 10 yards.
On 1st down, Carr. The throw taken in by Cole.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the Jets.
From the 27, Carr
Connects with Cole again. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
A gain of 6.
Now Carr again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point.
To throw his Carr. Escaping the... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Solomon Thomas in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Carr. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Another shot to at least get on the board here. This is 3rd and goal.
Now Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Raiders are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
That one was an extended drive.
Early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for our visitors, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year.
And they'll get another road date next week when they take on Washington. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.